From translation, NIV New International Version. This 261 day of the year. Today we are reading passages Daniel 10 to 12. Daniel chapter 10, verses 1 to 21. In the 3rd year of King Cyrus of Persia, a revelation was given to Daniel, who was named Belteshazzar. The revelation was true and concerned a great conflict. The vision was true, and I will tell you the meaning of it. In those days I, Daniel, had mourned for 3 full weeks. I ate no choice food, no meat or wine touched my lips. And I used no lotions at all until the 3 weeks were completed. On the 24th day of the 1st month, as I was standing on the bank of the great river Tigris, I looked up, and there before me was a man dressed in linen, with a belt of finest gold from Uphaz around his waist. His body was like topaz, his face like lightning, his eyes like flaming torches, his arms and legs like polished bronze, and the sound of his words like the sound of a multitude. And I, Daniel, was the only one who saw the vision. The people with me did not see it, but such a great terror overwhelmed them that they fled and hid. So I was left alone, gazing at this great vision. I had no strength left, my complexion was turned to a deathly pale, and I was helpless. Then I heard him speaking, and as I listened to him, I fell into a deep sleep, my face to the ground. He picked me up and turned me around, and I came out standing, but still disoriented. He said, "Daniel, you who are highly esteemed, consider carefully the words I am about to speak to you and stand up, for I have now been sent to you." And when he said this to me, I stood up trembling. Then he continued, "Do not be afraid, Daniel. Since the first day that you set your mind to gain understanding and to humble yourself before God, your words were heard, and I have come in response to them. But the prince of the Persian kingdom resisted me 21 days. Then Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me, because I was detained there with the king of Persia. Now I have come to explain to you what will happen to your people in the future, for the vision concerns a time yet to come." When he spoke to me in this manner, I turned my face toward the ground and was speechless. One who looked like a man touched my lips, and I opened my mouth and spoke. I said to the one standing before me, "My lord, because of the vision I have pain and I am helpless. How can I, your servant, talk with my lord, for my strength is gone and I have no breath left in me?" Again one who looked like a man touched me and gave me strength. He said, "You who are highly esteemed, do not be afraid, peace be with you. You are highly esteemed, do not be afraid, you have strength." And when he spoke to me I was strengthened and said, "Speak, my lord, since you have strengthened me." He asked, "Do you know why I have come to you?" "Now I will return to fight against the prince of Persia, and when I go, the prince of Greece will come. But I will tell you what is written in the book of truth. No one stands firm against me except Michael, your prince." Daniel chapter 11, verses 1 to 45. In the 1st year of Darius the Mede, I stood up to confirm and strengthen him, for he belonged to me. Now I will tell you the truth. Behold, there will be no more wars for a time, but from now on turmoil will erupt. And a mighty king will arise, a ruler of much territory and power, and he will do as he pleases. When he rises to power, his kingdom will be broken and divided in the 4 directions of the compass, but not to his posterity, nor according to the rule that prevailed when he was in power. The king of the south will be strong, but one of his commanders will overpower him and will rule a kingdom greater than his own. After some years they will form an alliance, and the daughter of the king of the south will go to the king of the north to make an agreement, but she will not retain her position, and she will not remain, nor will her husband. But she will be given over, along with those who brought her and with him and her protector at that time. But a branch from her roots will arise in his place, and he will come against the army and enter into the fortress of the king of the north, and will deal with them and will prevail. He will also carry off to Egypt their gods, molten images, and their precious vessels of silver and gold, as spoils of war. For some years he will leave the king of the north alone. Then the latter will enter into the realm of the king of the south, but he will retreat to his own land. His sons will mobilize and assemble a multitude of great forces. One will keep coming and overflow and pass through, and again will carry the war as far as his fortress. The king of the south, provoked to anger, will wage war against the king of the north and raise a great multitude, but he will be defeated. The multitude will be carried off, and her heart will be lifted up. And they will throw down many thousands, but will not prevail. For the king of the north will again raise a multitude, greater than the former, and after some years he will surely come again with a great army and much equipment. In those times many will rise up against the king of the south. Also some of your own people will rebel against the king for a vision of the prophets, but they will not prevail. Then the king of the north will come, build a siege ramp, and capture a fortified city. The forces of the south will not stand their ground, not even their best troops will be able to resist. The invader will do as he pleases. No one will be able to stand against him. He will establish himself in the beautiful land, with destruction in his hand. He will set his face to come with the strength of his entire kingdom, and he will make an alliance with him. He will give him the daughter of a woman in marriage in order to overthrow the kingdom, but this will not succeed or be to his advantage. After this, he will turn his attention to the coastlands and capture many. But a commander will put a stop to his insolence. Besides, he will repay him for his insolence. Then he will turn back toward the fortresses of his own land, but he will stumble and fall and not be found. There will arise in his place a despicable person, to whom the royal dignity has not been given, but he will come in secretly and seize the kingdom by intrigue. An overpowering force will be overwhelmed by him, and even a prince of the covenant will be broken. And because of alliances he will commit treachery. With a small group of people he will gain strength. From the leaders of the local government he will rise up in treachery and will break their strength. He will even exalt himself above their princes. When he seizes the richest resources, he will commit treachery, and although a small group of people will increase his strength, he will not prevail. And he will stir up his strength and his heart against the king of the south with a great army. And the king of the south will mobilize for battle with an extremely large and mighty army. But he will not stand, for they will devise evil plans against him. Those who eat his choice food will destroy him, and his army will overflow, but many will fall down slain. As for both kings, their hearts will be involved in evil, and they will speak lies to each other at the same table, but it will not work out, for the end is still to come at the appointed time. The king of the north will return to his own land with much plunder, but his heart will be set against the holy covenant, and he will take action and then return to his own land. At the appointed time he will return and come into the south, but this last time it will not turn out the way it did the first time. For ships of Kittim will come against him, and he will be disheartened and will return and be enraged at the holy covenant and take action. So he will come back and show favor to those who abandon the holy covenant. Forces from him will arise, profane the temple sanctuary, and abolish the daily sacrifice, and they will set up the abomination that causes desolation. By flattery he will corrupt those who violate the covenant, but the people who know their God will stand firm and take action. Those who have insight will give guidance to many, but for many days they will fall by sword and flame, or be captured or plundered. When they fall, they will receive a little help, and many will join them in hypocrisy. Some of those who have insight will fall in order to refine, purify, and make them clean until the end time, because it is still for the appointed time. The king will do as he pleases. He will exalt and magnify himself above every god, and will say outrageous things against the God of gods. He will be successful until the time of wrath is completed, for what is decreed must take place. He will not show regard for the gods of his fathers, or for the one desired by women. He will not show regard for any god, but will exalt himself above them all. Instead of them, he will honor a god of fortresses. A god unknown to his fathers he will honor with gold and silver, with precious stones and costly gifts. He will attack the mightiest fortresses with the help of a foreign god, and will greatly honor those who acknowledge him. He will make them rulers over many, and will distribute the land for a price. At the time of the end, the king of the south will engage him in battle, and the king of the north will storm out against him with chariots and cavalry, and a great number of ships. He will also invade many countries and will not be successful. He will also invade Egypt. When he does, many lives will fall. He will gain control of the treasures of gold and silver and all the riches of Egypt. The Libyans and Cushites will also submit to him. But reports from the east and the north will alarm him, and he will set out in a great rage to destroy and annihilate many. He will pitch his royal tent between the seas and the beautiful holy mountain. Yet he will meet his end, and no one will be able to help him. Daniel chapter 12, verses 1 to 13. At that time Michael, the great prince who stands watch over your people, will arise. And there will be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that time. And at that time your people will be delivered, everyone who is found written in the book. And many of those who sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. Those who are wise shall shine like the brightness of the firmament, and those who turn many to righteousness like the stars forever and ever. But you, Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book until the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall increase. Then I, Daniel, looked, and there were two others standing, one at this riverbank and the other on that riverbank. And one said to the man clothed in linen, who was above the waters of the river, How long shall the fulfillment of these wonders be? Then I heard the man clothed in linen, who was above the waters of the river, when he raised his right hand and his left hand to heaven and swore by him who lives forever, that it shall be for a time, times, and half a time. And when the power of the holy people has been completely broken, all these things shall be finished. Although I heard, I did not understand. Then I said, My Lord, what shall be the end of these things? And he said, Go your way, Daniel. For these words are closed up and sealed till the time of the end. Many shall be purified, made white and refined, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but those who are wise shall understand. And from the time the daily sacrifice is taken away, and the abomination that causes desolation is set up, there will be 1290 days. Blessed is he who waits, and comes to the 1335 days. But as for you, go your way till the end. You shall rest and be gathered to your people, and arise to receive your allotted inheritance at the end of the days.